Tonight we are exploring the fascinating world of puppies. They may look small and playful, but every puppy is a remarkable work in progress inside that tiny body. The brain is changing fast. The senses are waking up. The first lessons of trust are already beginning. Puppy enters the world almost helpless in only a short time. It starts to read scent, sound, movement, and human attention with surprising skill. This is not just cuteness, it is biology unfolding at remarkable speed. Puppies also carry a much older story. Beneath every playful bounce is an inheritance shaped by wolves, early humans, and thousands of years of life beside us. Their bond with people is so powerful that it can even affect our own chemistry. If you enjoy these gentle journeys, I invite you to like, subscribe, or share a thought below. It helps others find their way here, to one sleepy soul at a time. But to now, all you need to do is settle in. Let your shoulders soften, allow your breathing to slow. And as the day begins to gently fade away, join me as we explore the science of puppies together. Let's begin. Puppies are born helpless, yet their brains grow at astonishing speed. In the first days of life, a puppy cannot see clearly, hear properly, or move with any real control. Yet behind that softness, the nervous system is building a remarkable speed. Connections form as the body receives warmth, touch, milk, and scent. These early signals are not small details. They are the first instructions that help the young brain organize the world. A newborn puppy spends much of its time sleeping because development is demanding work. During rest, the brain processes the tiny experiences of waking life and prepares for the next stage. Each week brings new abilities that seem to arrive almost overnight. The head lifts, the legs strengthen, the senses begin to open. What first looks like helplessness is really a carefully timed biological beginning. The puppy is not simply waiting to become more complete. It is being assembled moment by moment, with every small sensation helping shape the animal it will become. A puppy's nose can read the world before its eyes can. Before a puppy can probably see the faces around its scent is already guiding its life. Smell helps it find its mother, locate milk, and recognize the warmth of the litter. This early dependence on odor makes perfect sense for an animal whose adult world will be shaped so strongly by the nose. Inside the nasal passages, scent molecules meet specialized receptors that send signals to the brain. Even in early life, those signals carry meaning. A familiar smell can mean safety. A new smell can become a discovery. A missing smell can cause distress to humans. A blanket may simply seem clean or used. To a puppy, it can hold a whole map of contact, comfort, and identity. This is why scent can be so powerful during early settling. The world does not begin for a puppy as a picture. It begins as a cloud of invisible information, quietly telling it where it belongs. Human faces become meaningful to puppies surprisingly early in life. A young dog does not need years to begin noticing the human face. As puppies grow, they become increasingly tuned to eyes' expressions and the direction of attention. This is one reason life with people can develop so quickly. A puppy may not understand a sentence, but he can begin to notice whether a face is turned toward it. It can learn that a smile, a soft gaze, or a focused look often predicts something important. This ability is not exactly the same as human understanding. It is a canine touch. Shaped by living near us for many generations, faces become signals. They help guide play, feeding, comfort, and learning. For an animal born into a world of scent and movement, this attention to human features is extraordinary. It means that the relationship between species begins not only through touch or sound, but through the simple act of looking at one another. Play is how puppies rehearse hunting, trust, and self-control. What looks like silly tumbling is actually a serious classroom. When puppies chase, pounds, wrestle, and tug, they are practicing movements that once mattered deeply for survival. A playful leap may echo the pattern of catching prey. A mock struggle can teach strength without harm. A quick pause during a game helps a puppy learn that excitement does not have to become chaos. These lessons arrive in a form the puppy wants to repeat. That is the brilliance of play. It trains the body and mind while feeling like fun. With littermates, young dogs discover how hard is too hard with people. They learn that hands are not toys and that patience can keep a game going. Trust grows inside this shared activity because both sides agree to continue. Play is not the opposite of learning for puppies. It is one of learning's finest inventions, wrapped in motion, surprise, and joy. Puppies can learn from people before they fully understand words. Long before a puppy knows a command, it is already studying human behavior. It notices posture, tone, rhythm, and consequence. A hand moving toward a bowl can become meaningful. A cheerful voice can predict attention. A pause at the door can signal that something is about to happen. This kind of learning is not based on grammar. It comes from patterns. Puppies are excellent pattern finders because their young brains are built to connect events quickly. If one action is followed by comfort food or play, the puppy begins to remember it. This is why early training can be simple and powerful when it is kind. The puppy is not waiting for language to unlock intelligence. It is already gathering clues from the people nearby. Words will matter later, but the first lessons often happen beneath speech. They begin in timing, consistency, and the warm exchange between a learner and a guide. Their floppy ears hide a hearing system built for tiny details. A puppy's ears may look soft and unfinished, but the machinery inside them is remarkably refined. As hearing develops, the outer ear gathers vibrations and directs them inward. Tiny structures then transform movement in the air into signals the brain can use. Dogs can hear higher frequencies than humans, which means some sounds that vanish for us remain clear to them. This sensitivity has deep roots. Wild canids needed to detect faint movement made by small animals, distant calls, and subtle changes in their surroundings. In a puppy, that system is still maturing, but its potential is already there. A quinkle, a whistle, or a footstep in another room may carry more detail than we realize. This helps explain why young dogs can react so sharply to ordinary household noises. A puppy experience is sent in far greater detail than humans can imagine. For people, smell is often background information. For a puppy, it can be the main story. A patch of grass may hold traces of animals, weather, food, footsteps, and time. A visitor's shoe can carry information from streets, rooms, and other dogs. This rich scent world is possible because dogs have an extraordinary olfactory system with far more scent receptors than humans have. They also devote a large part of the brain to processing odor. The result is not simply a stronger version of human smelling. It is a different way of knowing where we see an empty corner. A puppy may find a layered record of who passed there and what changed. Every walk becomes an investigation. Every doorway becomes a message board. This makes patience important. While a puppy stops to sniff, it is not wasting time. It is reading a living archive written in molecules too small for us to notice. Early kindness can shape a puppy's confidence for life. The first months of a puppy's life are not just a cute beginning. They are a sensitive period when experience can leave lasting marks. Warm handling, safe contact, and calm exposure help teach the nervous system that the world can be manageable. This does not mean overwhelming a puppy with constant novelty. It means offering careful introductions at a pace the young dog can handle. A friendly person, a soft brush, a brief car ride, or a visit to a calm place can become part of a growing library of safety. When these experiences are paired with comfort, they can build resilience. The puppy learns that unfamiliar things do not always predict danger. Fear can still appear later, but early kindness gives the animal a stronger foundation. Confidence is not born from forcing bravery. It grows when a young dog meets the world and repeatedly discovers that nothing terrible happens. Every puppy carries ancient wolf instincts inside a soft little body. A puppy curled on a blanket may seem far removed from wild ancestry, but deep biological patterns remain. Domestic dogs and wolves share a common heritage that still shows itself in play scent, marking social attention, and the urge to belong to a group. These instincts do not make a puppy a tiny wolf in a simple sense. Domestication changed dogs profoundly. It softened many responses and made cooperation with humans unusually strong. Yet the old inheritance is still visible. The chase after a moving toy reflects ancient predatory sequences. The desire to sleep near others reflects social living. The intense interest in smells comes from a lineage that survived by reading the land through the nose. This mixture is part of what makes puppies so fascinating. They are modern companions shaped for life beside humans, yet each one still carries echoes from a much older story of survival. Puppies help humans release oxytocin, the same bonding hormone parents share. Something remarkable can happen when people and puppies look at one another with warmth. The human body can respond by releasing oxytocin, a hormone linked with social bonding. This chemical is also involved in the attachment between parents and infants, which makes the connection feel especially meaningful. The puppy is not casting a spell, it is triggering a real biological pathway through eye contact, touch, and affectionate attention. Studies of human and dog interactions suggest that this feedback can work in both directions. The person feels more connected, and the dog may become more engaged. This helps explain why caring for a puppy can feel emotionally powerful, even when it is also tiring. The bond is not only sentimental, it is physical, chemical, and deeply rooted in social biology. In that shared gaze, two very different species can enter a loop of trust that changes both nervous systems. Newborn puppies enter the world blind, deaf, and unable to walk. At birth, puppies are astonishingly dependent. Their eyes are sealed, their ear canals are closed, and their legs cannot support them. They move by crawling, guided mostly by touch, warmth, and scent. This fragile beginning is not a flaw. It reflects the way dogs reproduce and develop compared with some grazing animals that must stand quickly. Puppies are born into a sheltered nest where the mother provides warmth, milk, and protection. Their bodies can finish major development outside the womb because they do not need to run on the first day. This stage creates an intimate early world. The mother becomes the center of everything. The litter becomes a source of heat and contact. The newborn's job is simple but vital. It must stay warm, feed often, and grow. From that helpless start, a transformation begins that will soon produce sight, hearing, movement, and the first sparks of social life. Their eyes usually open during the second week of life. When a puppy's eyes begin to open, the change can feel sudden, but vision does not arrive fully formed. At first, the world is blurry and limited. Light, shadow, and movement may matter more than sharp detail. The eyes have been protected during the earliest days, while delicate structures continue to develop. Once the lids part, the brain must begin learning how to use visual information. This takes time. A puppy may blink, wobble, and seem uncertain, because seeing is not only about the eyes. It is also about the nervous system, learning what the images mean. Slowly, shapes become more useful, movement becomes easier to track, the faces and bodies nearby become part of a growing map. This moment is one of life's small unveilings. A puppy that began in a world of warmth and scent starts to receive light, and with it, a wider sense of place. A puppy's first milk contains immune protection from its mother. The first milk a mother dog produces is called colostrum, and it is one of the newborn's most important early gifts. It is rich in antibodies that help defend the puppy while its own immune system is still immature. This transfer matters because very young puppies are vulnerable. Their bodies have not yet learned how to respond strongly to the many microbes in the world around them. Colostrum gives them a borrowed shield during a critical window. Timing is important. The puppy's gut is best able to absorb these protective antibodies shortly after birth. After that, the ability begins to decline. This makes early nursing especially valuable. The male also provides energy, fluid, and signals that support development. What seems like a simple first meal is really a biological handover between generations. The mother is not only feeding her young, she is passing along a temporary defense system to help them survive the beginning. Puppies sleep most of the day because growth demands enormous energy. A puppy may seem to switch from wild activity to deep sleep in a moment. That pattern is part of healthy development. Growing bodies require huge amounts of energy, and rest allows that work to continue. During sleep, tissues repair, hormones support growth, and the brain processes recent experience. A young dog is learning almost constantly while awake. New surfaces, new sounds, new people, new rules all place demands on the nervous system. Sleep helps sort that flood of information. This is why overtired puppies can become bitey frantic or difficult to guide. They may not need more stimulation. They may need rest. Long naps are not laziness. They are part of the hidden labor of becoming stronger. In a single day, a puppy may practice walking, exploring, eating, socializing, and problem solving. Then sleep arrives like a reset, giving the body time to turn experience into growth. Their paws can seem oversized before the rest catches up. Many puppies go through a stage where their paws look too large for their bodies. This charming imbalance happens because growth is not perfectly even. Bones, muscles, joints, and connective tissues develop at different rates. The paws must eventually support the full weight of the adult dog so they can appear ahead of schedule, while the chest, legs, and coordination are still catching up. The effect is especially noticeable in large breeds, where young animals may look loose and awkward for months. Those big feet are not a reliable measuring tool on their own, but they can hint at the structure still to come. Watching a puppy stumble over its own paws is really watching a body under construction. The frame is lengthening, the balance system is adjusting, the muscles are learning their new proportions. What looks clumsy is a visible sign of growth, happening faster than grace can keep up. Puppy teeth are sharp because their jaws are still developing. Anyone who has felt a puppy nibble knows how needle-like those first teeth can be. Their sharpness is partly due to size and shape. Baby teeth are small, narrow, and pointed, which helps them work in a mouth that has not yet grown into adult strength. Puppies also use their mouths to investigate the world. So, those tiny teeth meet fingers, sleeves, toys, and furniture with surprising force. The jaw muscles are still developing, and the puppy does not begin life knowing how much pressure is too much. That lesson comes through feedback. A littermate may yelp and stop playing. A person may calmly redirect to a toy. Over time, the young dog learns that teeth must be controlled. The sharpness serves the developmental purpose because it makes pressure easy to notice. In a strange way, those uncomfortable little bites help teach one of the most important social skills a dog will ever learn. Most puppies grew 28 baby teeth before adulthood. Puppy's first set of teeth is temporary, but it plays a major role. These baby teeth help the young dog begin eating more solid food and exploring objects with the mouth. There are usually 28 of them arranged for small jaws and early chewing needs. They arrive in stages often beginning around the time a puppy is becoming more mobile and curious. This timing matters because the world is expanding. The puppy is no longer only nursing and sleeping. It is tasting textures, testing toys, and practicing mouth movements that will later become more controlled. Baby teeth also prepare the jaw for the larger adult set that follows. They hold space, support chewing, and help the puppy transition away from complete dependence on milk. Though they are small and short-lived, they are part of a carefully staged system. The mouth is changing from a nursing tool into an instrument for life. Adult teeth begin replacing puppy teeth after only a few months. The shift from baby teeth to adult teeth begins surprisingly early. Beneath the gums, permanent teeth start developing before they are visible. As they move upward, the roots of the baby teeth are gradually resolved. This allows the small teeth to loosen and fall out. Many owners never find them because puppies often swallow them without trouble. The process can make the mouth feel sore, which is one reason chewing becomes especially intense during this stage. The new adult teeth are larger and stronger built for the dog's long-term needs. By the time the transition is complete, the mouth has changed dramatically. What began as a tiny set of sharp needles becomes a more powerful arrangement for gripping, tearing, and chewing. This replacement is not just a dental milestone, it is part of the puppy's movement from early dependence into a more capable young life. Chewing helps puppies explore objects and soothe tender gums. For a puppy, chewing is information gathering. The mouth reveals texture, resistance, temperature, and shape in a way the pores cannot. A wooden shearleg, a robber toy, and a soft blanket all feel different when tested by teeth and tongue during teething. Chewing also provides pressure that may ease discomfort as adult teeth push through the gums. This is why the behavior can become intense at certain ages. The puppy is not trying to ruin our home. It is following a biological need. The human task is to guide that need towards safe objects. Good chew toys can protect furniture while satisfying curiosity and relieving tenderness. The best approach is not anger, but preparation. A puppy with appropriate things to chew learns what belongs in its mouth. Each bite becomes part of a lesson. Through chewing, the young dog studies the physical world and manages the strange sensation of a changing mouth. Littermates teach bite control before humans ever begin training. Some of a puppy's earliest lessons come from brothers and sisters during play. One puppy bites too hard, and the other reacts. The game may stop, a yelp may happen. The lesson is immediate and clear. Too much pressure makes fun disappear. This feedback teaches bite control in a way that lectures never could. It is fast, social, and tied to something that puppy cares about. The mother can also help set limits through calm correction when play becomes too rough. These early interactions create the foundation for safer behavior later with people. A puppy that learns to soften its mouth has a better chance of navigating human skin clothing and play without causing harm. This is one reason early social experience with the litter matters so much. Before formal training begins, puppies are already attending a living school of boundaries, where every game contains a lesson in restraint. Puppies learn social rules through tiny corrections from their mother. Her mother dog does far more than feed her young. As the puppies become stronger, she begins to guide their behavior through small, meaningful signals. She may shift her body away when a puppy is too demanding. She may give a low sound when play becomes too rough. She may stand up and leave when the litter needs to learn that attention is not always available. These moments can look ordinary, but they are part of a puppy's first education in boundaries. The lesson is not harshness. It is timing, patience, and consequence. In the mother's care, puppies discover that other beings have limits. They learn that excitement must sometimes soften. They begin to understand that so full life is not only about wanting, it is also about noticing. This early learning matters because dogs are deeply social animals. Long before a puppy understands human rules, it is already learning the first grammar of living with others. Tail wagging begins before puppies understand every social signal. A tiny wag can appear before a puppy fully knows what it is saying. At first, the movement may be clumsy and mixed with whole body wiggles. As the young dog matures, the tail becomes part of a growing language. Speed, height, stiffness, and direction can all change the message. A loose wag during greeting is different from a tense wag during uncertainty. This is why tail movement should never be read alone. The ears, posture, eyes, mouth, and distance all matter to in puppyhood. These signals are still developing. A young dog may wag while unsure, simply because it is stirred by the moment. Humans often assume a wag always means happiness, but canine communication is more subtle than that. Watching a puppy learn to use its tail is like watching the first draft of the social language. The body speaks before the mind has mastered every word. A wagging tail can mean curiosity, excitement, or uncertainty. One of the great surprises of dog behavior is that the most familiar signal is also one of the easiest to misunderstand. A moving tail is not a single emotion written in fur. It is a signal shaped by context. A puppy investigating a new object may wag slowly while leaning forward during play. The movement may become wide and loose near an unfamiliar dog. The tail may wag in a tighter way while the body stays cautious. The same basic motion can belong to very different inner states. This matters because people often respond only to the tail and miss the rest of the body. A curious puppy may need time, an excited one may need guidance, an uncertain one may need space. The tail is more like a conversation than a signpost. It asks us to look more carefully, and it reminds us that puppies are communicating long before they can be trained to perform. Puppies use their whole bodies to communicate emotional changes, But puppy does not need words to make its feelings visible. The message moves through the entire body. A forward lean can show interest, a lowered posture can reveal caution. A curved body may invite play, while sudden stillness can mean the puppy's processing something important. Even weight shifts matter. A puppy that creeps closer and then steps back is gathering courage in small pieces. The mouth can soften, tighten, open, or close. The eyes may brighten with interest or narrow with stress. This constant physical expression is one reason puppies can be so captivating to watch. Their emotions often seem to arrive on the outside first. For humans, learning this language can transform the relationship. Instead of waiting for barking or misbehavior, we can notice earlier signals. The body tells us when a young dog is ready, overwhelmed, relaxed, or unsure. In that awareness, Kea becomes much more precise. Those sleepy puppy twitches may help strengthen young nervous systems. A napping puppy can look wonderfully dramatic. Paws flicker, whiskers tremble, and tiny sounds sometimes slip out during sleep. These movements may seem random, but they likely play a role in development. During early life, the nervous system is still mapping the body. Sleep twitches can send feedback from muscles and limbs back to the brain, helping refine control. In other young mammals, researchers have studied similar movements as part of sensory motor development. The body is practicing itself while the animal rests. For a puppy, this is especially important because coordination arrives gradually. Crawling becomes walking, walking becomes running, running becomes leaping into games with astonishing confidence. A twitching puppy is not simply acting out a dream in a cute way. It may be helping the brain learn where the pores are, how muscles respond, and how movement will one day become graceful, quick, and beautifully controlled. Dreaming can begin when puppies are still very young. Even in early puppyhood, sleep is not empty. Young dogs spend a large amount of time in active sleep, the stage associated with dreaming. In adult animals, their brains are busy building patterns from sensations, movements, and early experiences. Puppies' dream life is impossible for us to enter, but the body gives hints that something is happening. Small vocal sounds, poor movements, and facial twitches suggest internal activity during rest. Because puppies are learning at such speed, sleep may help organize the flood of new information, the smell of the mother, the pressure of littermates, the effort of moving, and the first surprises of the wider world, or become part of a growing mind. Dreaming in a puppy is not just a charming idea, it points to the deeper truth that mental life begins before experience. Looks mature from the outside, even the very young brain is already creating its inner world. Puppies and a rapid eye movement sleep more often than adult dogs. Young puppies pass into active sleep with striking frequency. This stage is marked by movement beneath the eyelids, changes in breathing, and bursts of brain activity. It is especially important in early development because the brain is still building itself. Adult dogs still need this kind of sleep, but puppies spend a greater share of rest in it. That makes sense when you remember how much is changing. A young dog must learn how to move, respond, bond, and make sense of a world that grows larger each day. Active sleep may help integrate these experiences into the developing nervous system. This is why waking a sleeping puppy for entertainment is not a small interruption. Rest is part of the work. The puppy may look still, but inside the brain is moving through a vital process. Sleep is not merely recovery from the day in puppyhood, it is one of the engines of growth. Their soft ears can still track direction with surprising accuracy. Once hearing opens, a puppy begins learning how sound sits in space. The brain compares tiny differences between what reaches one ear and what reaches the other. A sound arriving slightly sooner or louder on one side can reveal direction. This ability becomes more useful as the puppy practices turning toward voices, footsteps, toys, or littermates. The outer ear shape helps gather sound, though different breeds have different ear types. A floppy-eared puppy may not look like a precision listener, but the inner system is still capable of remarkable work. Directional hearing supports more than reaction. It helps a puppy build a map of the home and understand where important events are happening. A rustle near the food bowl, a door opening down the hall, or a familiar voice from another room becomes easier to place. The ears are helping the young dog locate life before it even arrives in view. A puppy's sense of smell starts developing before birth. Before a puppy takes its first breath, the foundations of scent detection are already forming in the womb. Sensory systems develop in stages, and the structures that will support smell begin preparing early. This matters because scent becomes essential immediately after birth. The newborn must find warmth and milk without vision or hearing. The body is ready for that challenge because the olfactory system is not starting from nothing. After birth, exposure to the mother bedding and ligaments strengthens the importance of familiar odor. These first scent experiences help build orientation and comfort for dogs. Smell is not an added sense. It is one of the central ways life becomes understandable. The fact that its machinery begins so early shows how deeply important it is. A puppy is not born into a blank world. It arrives already prepared to follow invisible trails, beginning with the scent of the mother that keeps it alive. Each puppy nose print is thought to be individually unique. The surface of a dog's nose is covered in ridges, bumps, and delicate patterns. These markings are often compared to human fingerprints because they vary from one dog to another. In some contexts, most prints have even been used as a way to identify individual dogs. For a puppy, this patterned surface is not only distinctive, it is part of a powerful sensory tour. Moisture on the nose helps capture scent particles, while the textured surface increases contact with the air and nearby objects. When a puppy sniffs, it is drawing chemical information across a highly specialized entrance to the brain. The uniqueness of the nose adds a lovely detail to the science. The very part used to investigate the world also carries a personal mark. Each small muzzle belongs to one individual life with its own pattern, its own history, and its own way of following the invisible signatures around it. Puppies can recognize their mother by scent very early in the first stage of life. Recognition is not about sight, it is about the invisible signature of the mother's body. Her scent guides the newborn toward food, warmth, and safety. This early recognition is essential because the puppy cannot search the world in any complex way. It must rely on close-range cues that are available immediately. The mother's odo becomes one of the first stable pieces of reality. It helps the puppy orient itself when separated by only a short distance. It also helps maintain the bond within the nest, where warmth and feeding are vital. This kind of recognition shows how sophisticated newborn life can be, even when it appears simple. The puppy does not know its mother as a human child would, yet its body can identify the source of survival through chemistry. That is a powerful beginning, and it reminds us that attachment can start before vision ever opens. Familiar human scent can become comforting to a young puppy. When a puppy joins a household, the change can be enormous. The smells of the mother and litter are replaced by an unfamiliar home. In that new environment, a person's scent can gradually become a sign of safety. This happens through repeated experience. The same hands bring food, comfort, warmth, and play. The same clothing carries a recognizable odor. Over time, the puppy begins to connect that human smell with good outcomes. This is one reason a warm shirt or blanket can sometimes help a young dog settle as long as it is used safely. It carries the trace of someone trusted. The idea may sound sentimental, but it rests on a practical truth about canine perception. Smell is part of emotional memory. A familiar scent can make the world feel less strange for a young puppy learning a new life. One recognizable human odor can become a small anchor in a large unknown place. Puppy breath comes parked from milk enzymes and changing teeth. Many people know the oddly sweet smell of a young puppy's mouth. It does not last forever, and that is part of its charm. The scent comes from a mixture of factors connected to early development. Milk-based feeding influences the mouth's chemistry. Saliva contains enzymes that begin the process of breaking down food. The balance of bacteria in the mouth is still changing. At the same time, teeth and gums are moving through major transitions. Together, these conditions create a smell that differs from the breath of an adult dog. It is not magic, though it can feel memorable. It is a temporary signature of a growing body. As diet changes and adult teeth arrive, the mouth becomes a different environment. The famous scent fades, that passing quality is what makes it so closely tied to puppyhood. It belongs to a brief biological chapter 1 that vanishes as quickly as the tiny body grows. Their whiskers help them sense nearby surfaces in low light. A puppy's whiskers are not decorative hairs. They are specialized touch sensors connected to sensitive follicles beneath the skin. When a whisker brush is an object or detects a slight change in air movement, it sends information to the nervous system. This can help a young dog judge closeness, especially around the face. In dim spaces near furniture or while exploring tight corners, whiskers add another layer of awareness. They are particularly useful because a puppy's body may move faster than its coordination can fully manage. The whiskers provide warnings at the edges of contact. They help protect the muzzle and eyes from unexpected bumps. For animals that investigate the world nose first, this matters. A curious puppy often enters new spaces with its face leading the way. The whiskers act like delicate feelers, extending the sense of touch beyond the skin and helping the animal navigate the immediate world around its head. Puppies are born with pink paw pads that often darken. The soft pads under a newborn puppy's feet can begin pale and delicate. Over time, many become darker and tougher as the animal grows. Pigment develops according to genetics, and contact with the ground gradually changes the texture. At first, the pads are suited to the sheltered environment of the nest. They do not need to handle long walks or rough surfaces. As the puppy begins to move more, the poles meet new pressures. The skin thickens, the surface becomes more durable. Color may deepen into black-brown or mottled patterns. This transformation is small but revealing. It shows the body preparing for life beyond the litter. The feet that once only pressed against bedding will later carry the dog across grass floors, paths, and changing seasons. Paw pads are living equipment. They cushion impact, provide traction, and register contact with the world one step at a time. Some puppies change coat color dramatically as they grow older. A puppy's first coat is not always a promise of its adult appearance. In many breeds and mixes, color can shift as the hair changes, pigment develops, or genetics unfold. Over time, a dark puppy may lighten, a pale puppy may gain deeper markings. Shading can appear along the ears, back, face, or tail as adult hair replaces the softer puppy coat. This can surprise owners who think they know exactly what their dog will look like. Coat color is shaped by genes that control pigment type, placement, and intensity. Some of those effects become clearer only with age. The transformation is not merely cosmetic. It is a visible sign of development written through the skin and hair follicles. The puppy is changing from the outside as well as the inside. Month by month, the coat can reveal hidden instructions that were present from the beginning, waiting for growth to make them visible. Dalmatian puppies are born white before their spots appear. One of the most famous coat patterns in the dog world begins with a surprise. Dalmatian newborns usually arrive without the bold spots people expect. The markings emerge later as pigment appears in the growing coat. At first, the puppy may look mostly white, which makes the later transformation feel almost like a reveal. The spots typically begin to show within the first weeks and continue developing as the dog matures. This happens because the genetic pattern is present, but the visible pigment has not fully expressed itself at birth. Each Dalmatian spots are arranged in an individual way, creating a pattern as personal as a signature. The familiar look is therefore not immediate. It is a gradual arrival. This makes Dalmatian puppyhood especially fascinating. The breed's most recognizable feature is already encoded in the body, but it waits for time to bring it to the surface dot by dot. Many poodle pup is lighten or deepen in color with age. Poodles can carry coat genetics that make puppy color a moving target. A young dog may start with one shade and slowly shift as the adult coat develops. Some dark puppies soften into silver blue or lighter tones. Others deepen or become richer in color as pigment expression changes. This process can take months or even years, which means the adult appearance may not be obvious in early puppy photos. The famous poodle coat adds another layer of interest because its curled texture changes the way color catches light. Grooming, hair length, and age can all affect how the shade appears. Beneath that stylish surface is a genetic story unfolding through follicles. The change is not random. It follows inherited patterns, though the exact result can still surprise even experienced breeders. A prudal puppy can therefore feel like a slow-developing portrait with the final image, becoming clearer only as the young dog grows. Husky puppies may change eye color as their bodies mature. Many husky puppies are born with blue eyes, but the final color may not settle right away. As the iris develops, pigment can increase and change the appearance. Some eyes remain blue, some shift toward brown or amber, others become partly colored, or each eye may develop differently. This striking variation is part of what makes huskies so memorable. Eye color depends on pigment in the iris and the way light scatters through its tissues. Blue eyes do not contain blue pigment in the simple way paint does. They appear blue because of how light behaves in a lightly pigmented structure. As the puppy matures, changing pigment can alter the effect. The result can be dramatic. 1 month, a young husky may have the icy gaze people associate with the breed. Later, warmth or mixed tones may appear. The eyes become a living record of development, genetics, and light. Some puppies can have 1 blue eye and 1 brown eye. 2 different eye colors in the same dog can look almost unreal, but it has a biological explanation. The condition is called heterochromia, and it happens when pigment develops differently in each iris. In dogs, it is seen more often in certain breeds and coat patterns, especially those involving merle or piebald genetics. One eye may hold more melanin and appear brown, while the other has less and appears blue. Sometimes the difference is complete. Sometimes only part of one iris is a different color. The effect can be striking, but it is usually just a harmless variation when not linked to other health concerns. For a puppy, those mismatched eyes can make the face seem unusually expressive, if behind the beauty is a lesson in development. Small differences in pigment placement can produce a feature people remember for a lifetime. Biology often creates wonder through tiny changes in timing and distribution. Puppy ears may stand up slowly as cartilage strengthens. In some breeds, ears do not reveal their final shape immediately. The puppy that will one day have upright ears may begin with soft folds that flop forward or sideways. As the body grows, cartilage firms, and muscles around the ear become stronger. The ears may rise unevenly, with one standing before the other. They may lift, fall, and lift again during teething and growth. This can create a comical stage where the puppy seems to wear a different expression each week. Ear shape is influenced by genetics, but development still takes time. The tissue must be strong enough to hold position against gravity and movement. For breeds known for alert, upright ears, this gradual change can be one of the clearest signs of maturation. The head begins to look more adult, and the puppy's expression shifts with it. What once looked soft and uncertain becomes sharp, attentive, and beautifully formed. Breed shape can influence how quickly a puppy matures. Not all puppies move through childhood at the same pace. Body size, skeletal structure, and breed background can affect the rhythm of development. A small companion breed may look adult while still very young, while a large working breed may remain physically unfinished for much longer. There's different switches beyond appearance. Growth rate influences joints, muscle development, exercise needs, feeding plans, and training expectations. A puppy with a compact body and short growth timeline may reach coordination earlier. A puppy destined for a tall, heavy frame has more building to do and may pass through a longer, awkward stage. This is why comparing puppies can be misleading. Age alone does not tell the whole story. Biology follows different schedules. The shape of the future adult is already influencing the path of the youngster. Each breed carries its own developmental clock, ticking beneath the fur in a rhythm shaped by generations of selection. Small breed puppies usually reach adulthood earlier than giant breeds. A tiny puppy often has less growing to complete, so physical maturity arrives sooner. Small breeds may reach much of their adult size within the first year, while very large dogs can continue filling out long after that. The difference is not only about height. Bones must lengthen, muscles must strengthen, and the body must learn how to carry itself efficiently. Smaller frames can complete this process faster because the final structure is lighter and less demanding to build. This affects daily care. A small breed puppy may need frequent meals early on because its body is little and energy needs are intense. Yet its growth window is comparatively short. A giant breed puppy, by contrast, must be managed with patience across a longer period. Both paths are remarkable. One is swift and compact, the other is extended and massive. Puppyhood is not a single timeline. It stretches or compresses according to the body being made. Giant breed puppies must grow slowly to protect their joints. A very large puppy may look sturdy, but its developing skeleton needs careful support. Rapid weight gain can place extra stress on bones, cartilage, and joints that are still forming. This is why nutrition for giant breeds must be balanced with particular care. The goal is not to make the puppy grow as fast as possible. The goal is steady development that allows the frame to strengthen in the right order. Too much energy, inappropriate mineral balance, or excessive impact can increase orthopedic risk. In vulnerable dogs, the challenge is that giant breed puppies often seem powerful before they are truly mature. Their size can fool people into treating them like adults, yet inside growth plates are still active, and the joints are still learning to bear a future body of extraordinary weight. Protecting them requires restraint. Slow growth is not holding them back, it is giving the architecture time to become sound. A Great Dane puppy can become enormous within 1 year. Few transformations in the dog world feel as dramatic as watching a Great Dane grow. A puppy that can be carried in human arms may within months become tall enough to rest its head on a table. The speed of that change is astonishing because the final adult is among the tallest of all breeds. Every week can seem to add length to the legs, depth to the chest, and size to the pores. Yet this rapid visible growth does not mean the dog is fully mature. A young Great Dane may still have a puppy's mind inside a towering body. That contrast can be both funny and challenging. Careful feeding, controlled exercise, and patient training become especially important because the body gains power. Before judgment is complete, the animal is living through a huge construction project. Bone, muscle, balance, and behavior must all catch up with a frame that rises almost unbelievably fast. Chihuahua puppies are among the smallest newborn dogs on earth. At the other end of the scale, some puppies arrive almost unbelievably tiny. Chihuahua newborns can be so small that their entire body fits easily in a human hand. Their size makes early care especially delicate. They have limited energy reserves, small mouths, and little ability to tolerate chilling. Yet inside that miniature body is the same basic mammalian plan found in far larger breeds. The heart beats, the lungs work, and the drive to feed begins. The contrast between size and complexity is remarkable. A newborn this small is not a simpler animal. It is a complete young dog built on a very small scale. As it grows, the famous boldness of the breed may begin to appear, but the beginning is fragile. These puppies show how far domestic dog diversity can stretch within one species. The newborn range can move from palm-sized delicacy to future giant or sharing a common ancestry. Puppy growth plates remain vulnerable until bones finish lengthening at the ends of many developing bones or regions of cartilage where growth occurs. These areas gradually produce new bone as the puppy matures. While active, they are softer and more vulnerable than fully hardened bone. Injury to a growth plate can affect how a limb develops, which is why care matters during puppyhood. Jumping from heights, slippery floors, rough collisions, and repeated hard impact can place stress on structures that are not finished. This does not mean puppies should live in stillness. Movement is essential for strength and coordination. The key is matching activity to age, size, and development. A young dog's enthusiasm can exceed what its skeleton is ready to handle. Growth plates remind us that the puppy's body is not just a smaller adult body. It is a changing framework with active construction zones. Protecting those zones helps the adult dog stand, run, and move comfortably. Later in life, too much forced exercise can strain a young puppy's skeleton. A puppy may seem tireless, but that does not mean structured exercise should be pushed too far. Long runs, repetitive jumping, or intense sessions on hard surfaces call overload, developing bones and joints. The risk is especially important in breeds that grow large or mature slowly. Free play is different because puppies can often pause, change pace, or stop when tired. Forced exercise removes that choice. A young dog may keep going to stay near a person, even when its body needs rest. The safest approach respects growth as a process. Short outings, varied surfaces, and plenty of breaks help the puppy build thickness without excessive strain. This is not about preventing adventure. It is about understanding that the skeleton is still forming under the surface. The adult athlete, hiking companion, or playful family dog is being shaped. No sensible limits in puppyhood can help protect the movement and comfort of years to come. Gentle movement helps puppies build coordination without overloading their bodies. The right kind of activity teaches a puppy how to live inside its changing body. Walking over grass, stepping across safe textures, turning during play, and climbing low obstacles can all help develop balance. These small experiences challenge muscles and nerves without demanding too much force. Coordination does not appear fully formed. It is built through practice, feedback, and repetition. A puppy learns how far a paw reaches, her weight shifts during a turn, and how the body responds when the ground feels different. These lessons matter because growth constantly changes proportions. The puppy must keep recalibrating. Safe movement gives the nervous system useful information. It also builds confidence because the young dog discovers what it can do. There is no need for extreme exercise to create strength. Well-chosen movement is enough. Each careful step helps link brain, limb, and ground, turning awkward effort into the beginnings of graceful control. Clumsy running reveals a nervous system still wiring itself. When a puppy charges across a room and nearly trips over its own feet, the moment is more than comedy. It reveals a body learning to coordinate speed, balance, vision, and muscle control all at once. The nervous system must send signals at the right time, then use feedback from the limbs to adjust the next movement. In a young puppy, that system is still being refined. The legs may grow faster than coordination. The body may lean too far into a turn. The brakes may arrive later than the intention to stop. Every stumble becomes information. With practice, the brain improves timing and prediction. The puppy learns how much force is needed, how quickly the floor changes, and how to recover from a mistake. This is development in motion. The wild little dash across the room is not just play. It is a living rehearsal for the capable adult body to come. Puppies learn stairs as a complicated lesson in balance. To an adult, a staircase looks ordinary. To a puppy, it is a strange puzzle of height, depth, timing, and courage. Each step requires the young dog to judge distance, lift the poles in the right order, shift weight forward, and keep the body from tipping. Going up is different from coming down because descent demands more control and confidence. A puppy may pause at the top as if the floor has suddenly changed its rules. That hesitation is not stubbornness. It is the brain calculating a new kind of movement. The eyes must estimate the drop. The muscles must respond with care. The joints must absorb the landing. This is why patient guidance matters. A safe, slow introduction can turn fear into skill. In that small household challenge, a puppy learns something much larger than stairs. It learns how to trust its body when the world rises, falls, and asks for courage. Their first barks often sound different from adult vocal cords. A young puppy's bark can sound thin, squeaky, or almost surprising, as if the body is testing an instrument it has only just discovered. The voice changes because the throat, chest, and breathing muscles are still maturing. Early sounds may include little grunts, whines, chirps, and experimental bursts that do not yet have the force of an adult dog's bark. These noises are not random entertainment. They are practice in communication. A puppy begins learning which sounds bring attention, which ones end play, and which ones seem to change the behavior of others. Over time, the voice gains strength and purpose. The bark becomes lower, clearer, and more controlled. Even then, each dog keeps its own style. Some become sharp alarm callers, some become deep announcers, some stay surprisingly soft. The first little bark is the beginning of a lifelong voice, shaped by anatomy experience and the responses of everyone nearby. Whining is one of a puppy's earliest survival signals. Before a puppy can run toward help or bark with strength, it can make a small sound that matters enormously. Whining tells the mother that something needs attention. The puppy may be cold, hungry, separated, uncomfortable, or simply in need of contact. This sound is effective because it is difficult for caregivers to ignore. It draws the mother back toward the young, and in a human home, it often draws people too. The power of whining comes from its vulnerability. It carries urgency without aggression. As the puppy grows, the meaning can widen. A whine may ask for a door to open, express frustration, or signal uncertainty in a new situation. Careful listening helps people respond wisely. Not everyone needs the same answer. Some require comfort, some need guidance, some reveal a practical need in its earliest form, though this small sound is a lifeline calling care across the short distance between danger and safety. Puppies can copy older dogs during simple learning tasks. A young dog does not learn only from people. It also watches other dogs with sharp interest. An older dog approaching a door, settling on a mat, or investigating a toy can become a living demonstration. Puppies are especially attentive to actions that lead to clear results. If another dog receives a treat, visiting the puppy may become more likely to try the same posture. If a calm adult walks across a strange surface, the younger one may follow with more confidence. This social learning saves time. Instead of solving every problem alone, the puppy can borrow information from an experienced animal. The process is not perfect imitation in the human sense. It is practical observation. The puppy sees movement, outcome, and emotional tone. Then it experiments in a household with a steady older dog. Ordinary moments can become lessons. The younger animal learns that behavior is not only taught, it is also witnessed. Watching confident dogs can help puppies explore new situations. Courage can be contagious in the dog world. A puppy facing an unfamiliar object may hesitate, sniff from a distance, or step behind a person. If a relaxed adult dog approaches calmly, the scene can change. The puppy receives more than visual information. It reads posture, breathing speed, and the absence of alarm. The message is simple and powerful. This new thing did not harm the other dog. That does not mean the puppy instantly becomes fearless, but it may move closer and investigate. This process is especially useful when the adult dog is stable and friendly. It can help with novel surfaces, new rooms, outdoor sounds, or harmless objects that seem suspicious at first. The older dog becomes a guide without giving commands. Its calm body teaches safety for the puppy. Exploration becomes less lonely. A difficult world feels easier to approach when another dog has already stepped into it and remained at ease. Puppies notice human pointing better than many other animals do. Pointing is a strange human gesture. One hand extends, and attention is supposed to travel away from the body towards something else. Many animals do not naturally understand this signal. Puppies, however, can be surprisingly good at following it. This ability is one of the most remarkable signs of how dogs have adapted to human life. A young dog may look where a person points and discover a toy, a treat, or a doorway. The gesture becomes a bridge between minds. It does not require shared language. It only requires the puppy to understand that the human body can direct attention toward a hidden goal. That skill is useful in daily life, but it also reveals a deeper story. Dogs evolved beside people in a world where reading human signals brought rewards. Even a young puppy may carry some readiness for this partnership. A simple pointing finger becomes evidence of a long history between species. Domestic dogs evolved a rare talent for reading people. The bond between dogs and humans did not appear by accident in a single moment. Over many generations, animals that tolerated people noticed us and responded to our signals, gained advantages. This process gradually shaped a species unusually skilled at living beside humans. Puppies inherit part of that legacy. They often show interest in our voices, gestures, faces, and routines before formal training begins. They learn when we are preparing food. They notice when we are about to leave. They respond to encouragement in ways that many animals never would. This talent does not make them little humans. It makes them expert dogs tuned to a social environment that includes people. The astonishing part is how natural it can feel. A puppy meets a household and begins studying it almost immediately. Behind that, everyday sweetness is one of the great partnerships in animal history, written into behavior so deeply that it appears in young life. Puppy eyes can trigger caregiving instincts in human brains. There is a reason people often feel softened by a puppy's gaze. Large eyes, rounded features, and an open expression can activate human caregiving responses. These traits resemble signals that people are naturally sensitive to in infants, which may help explain why puppies can feel so emotionally powerful. The effect is not just cultural. The human brain is built to notice vulnerable young faces and respond with attention. Puppies benefit from this because care is essential to their survival in human homes. A lookout bud can make a person pause, speak softly, or reach down with affection. That moment may feel simple, but it connects biology across species. A puppy's face draws out protection from an animal very different from itself. Over time, repeated contact deepened the relationship. The eyes become part of a shared emotional loop. In that gaze, ancient human instincts meet the social genius of dogs, and care begins almost before we think. Dogs developed expressive eyebrow muscles during their history with humans. One of the most fascinating changes in dog evolution may sit just above the eyes. Compared with wolves, many dogs have facial muscles that allow them to raise the inner brow in a way humans find deeply expressive. This movement can make the eyes appear larger and the face seem more vulnerable or attentive. People often respond to it with care. Over generations, dogs that were especially able to capture human attention may have had an advantage. The result is not a trick in the shallow sense. It is anatomy shaped by relationship. A puppy using that soft upward look is engaging a feature tied to domestication itself. The expression can make the animal seem as though it is asking a question, even when the real process is simpler. Humans are highly sensitive to faces, and dogs became unusually good at reaching that sensitivity. The face of a puppy is therefore not only adorable, it is evolutionary history made visible. Those pleading puppy looks may have been shaped by domestication. The task upward glance of a young dog can feel almost impossible to resist. Part of its power comes from the way domestication favored animals that could live successfully with people. A puppy that attracts attention, invites patience, and encourages care has a better chance in a human environment. Over time, certain expressions may have become more common because people responded to them. This does not mean puppies are deliberately manipulating us in a calculated way. It means their faces and behavior fit beautifully into human emotional systems. The look that makes a person crouch down or offer comfort may be the result of a very long partnership. Humans selected dogs, and dogs learned to thrive inside human attention. The result is a face that can stop a conversation. When a puppy lifts its eyes after mischief or uncertainty, we may be seeing more than cuteness. We may be seeing domestication. Speaking through expression, puppies respond strongly to tone before they understand commands. A puppy may not know the meaning of a word, but he can feel the shape of a voice. Tone carries emotional information. A warm sound can invite approach, a sharp sound can create caution. A playful rhythm can spark energy. This matters because early communication often works through sound quality rather than vocabulary. A puppy learning its household is constantly listening for patterns in human speech. The exact sentence may be meaningless if the mood comes through. That is why consistency and calmness are so important. If every instruction sounds tense, the puppy may become confused or anxious. If guidance is clear and steady, learning becomes easier. Tone also helps build trust. The puppy begins to discover that a human voice can predict safety, attention, or direction. Words will become useful over time, but the emotional music of speech arrives first before language becomes instruction. It is atmosphere, and puppies are listening closely. A calm voice can help a puppy feel safer. Fear narrows a puppy's world when something unfamiliar appears. The body may prepare for escape before the mind has time to investigate. A steady human voice can help interrupt that spiral. The sand does not magically remove uncertainty, but it can provide social information. If the trusted person remains relaxed, the puppy may begin to believe the situation is less dangerous. The key is not loud reassurance or frantic comfort. It is steadiness. A calm voice works best when paired with gentle body language and enough distance from the frightening thing. The puppy gets room to observe, then choose curiosity. This kind of support teaches resilience because it does not force bravery. It creates conditions where bravery can grow. Over time, the young dog learns that new sounds, visitors, surfaces, or objects can be examined without panic. Human calm becomes a kind of borrowed nervous system until the puppy can regulate itself. Short training sessions that a pup is developing attention span. Her puppy's mind is bright, but it tires quickly. Long lessons can blur into frustration because young dogs are still developing focus and self-control. Short sessions work better because they catch attention while it is fresh. A few successful repetitions can teach more than a long struggle. The goal is to end before the puppy loses interest. This keeps learning lively and prevents confusion. Training also depends on the body. A hungry puppy may be distracted, an overtired one may bite, wonder, or ignore familiar cues. The best moments often come when the puppy is awake, comfortable, and ready to engage. A simple exercise can become powerful when it is repeated across days. Sit, wait, come a name recognition, all grow through small, clear experiences. In puppyhood, learning is like building with tiny bricks. Each brief lesson adds structure over time. Those little moments become habits that feel natural and reliable. Reward timing matters because puppies connect events very quickly. A reward is most powerful when it arrives at the exact moment a puppy does the right thing. If the timing is late, the young dog may connect the reward to something else entirely. For example, a puppy sits, then jumps up, then receives food. The lesson may become jumping rather than sitting. This is why trainers care so much about precision. The puppy's brain is excellent at linking action and outcome, but it needs a clear connection. A marker word or click can help identify the correct behavior before the reward arrives. This turns learning into a clean signal. The puppy discovers which movement made the good thing happen. Clear timing also reduces frustration because the young dog does not have to guess blindly. It can experiment, notice the result, and adjust. In that tiny gap between action and reward, a whole education takes shape. But timing makes communication feel almost magical. Puppies learn names through repeated sound, linked with attention. A name begins as just a sound. It gains meaning because something important follows the puppy, hears it. Then a person looks warmly, offers food, starts play, or invites connection. After enough repetitions, the sound becomes personally significant. The puppy learns that this particular pattern of noise is worth noticing. This is different from understanding identity in the human way. The young dog is learning a practical signal that predicts engagement. The best name teaching happens when the sound is kept positive. If a puppy hears its name, mostly before scolding, the word can lose its inviting power. If it predicts attention and good outcomes, it becomes a bright cue in the environment. Soon the puppy turns its head when called, not because the word is magical, but because experience has given it value. A name is one of the first bridges between human language and canine attention, built patiently through repetition. Their brains are especially flexible during early social development. There is a period in puppyhood when the brain is unusually open to social information. Experiences during this window can strongly influence how the dog responds to people, animals, places, and everyday life later on. This flexibility is a gift, but it also carries responsibility. Positive exposure can build confidence. Overwhelming experiences can leave caution behind. The young brain is asking a constant question: what kind of world is this? Each encounter helps answer it. A friendly visitor, a calm grooming session, a safe car ride, or a relaxed meeting with another dog can teach that ordinary life is manageable. The puppy does not need chaos or constant novelty. It needs thoughtful contact with the world and forms it can handle. This is one of the most important truths in dog raising. Personality is not carved entirely at birth. Early life offers a powerful chance to shape expectation, trust, and emotional balance. Meeting friendly strangers can shape a puppy's future confidence. A puppy that meets kind people in a safe way learns something valuable about humans beyond a tone household. Different voices, heights, clothing, movements, and scents become less surprising when they are paired with calm experiences. This helps the young dog build a broad idea of people. The process must be managed carefully. A puppy should not be crowded, grabbed, or passed around like an object. It should be allowed to approach at its own pace and retreat if needed. A stranger who crouches sideways, speaks softly, and offers a treat can become a powerful lesson in safety. Over time, those meetings add up. The puppy learns that unfamiliar people do not always predict threat. This can reduce fear later in life, especially in busy human environments. Confidence grows not from meeting everyone, but from meeting the right people in the right way. Each successful greeting becomes a small deposit in future trust. Gentle handling helps puppies accept grooming and veterinary care. Later, many adults. Dog struggles begin with experiences that felt frightening when the animal was young. Touching paws, checking ears, opening the mouth, brushing the coat, while standing on a table can all seem strange to a puppy. When these sensations are introduced gradually and paired with rewards, the body learns not to panic. The goal is not to restrain the puppy until it gives up. The goal is to build cooperation. A brief poor touch followed by praise can become the first step toward nail trimming. A soft brush stroke can prepare the dog for future grooming. A calm examination at home can make veterinary handling less startling. These lessons matter because every dog will need care. The earlier the puppy learns that human hands can be predictable and respectful, the easier those moments become. Handling is not just practical training, it is trust made physical. One small touch at a time. The world can seem overwhelming during puppy fear periods. A puppy can be bold one week and suddenly cautious the next. This change may reflect a fear period, a developmental phase when the young dog becomes more sensitive to new or intense experiences. From an evolutionary point of view, this makes sense. As young animals become mobile, caution helps protect them from danger in a modern home. However, the trigger might be a bin at the roadside, a person in a hat, or a noise that was ignored yesterday. The important thing is not to punish fear or force the puppy forward. It can make the memory stronger. A better response is calm distance, patience, and positive association. The puppy needs evidence that the world is still safe. Many fears pass when handled wisely. These phases remind us that development is not a straight climb. It has pauses, sensitivities, and sudden doubts. With support, a puppy can move through them and regain confidence. Safe novelty teaches puppies that surprises are not always dangerous. A life without new experiences can leave a puppy fragile. A life with too many intense experiences can create fear. The middle path is safe novelty. This means introducing fresh things in small, manageable ways. A new surface might be explored for a treat. A household object might appear at a distance. A recording of a sound might play softly before it ever becomes loud. In real life, the puppy learns that change can happen without harm. This matters because adult life is full of surprises. Delivery vans arrive, chairs move, weather changes, people visit. A dog that has practiced calm curiosity is better prepared for those moments. Safe novelty does not require dramatic adventures. It can happen in a living room, garden, or quiet street. The secret is control. The puppy gets to observe, approach, and succeed. Each harmless surprise teaches the nervous system that new does not automatically mean dangerous. Puppies explore with their mouths because touch alone is limited. Human babies use their hands with great precision, but puppies have paused. Designed more for movement than detailed handling, the mouth becomes a major tool for investigation. Through lips, tongue, teeth, and jaw pressure, a puppy can learn whether something is soft, hard, movable, edible, noisy, or satisfying to chew. This behavior can be inconvenient for people, but it is deeply normal. A puppy does not automatically know the difference between a toy, a sock, and a table leg. It discovers categories through experience and guidance. The mouth also brings scent and taste into the investigation, giving the young dog more information than touch alone could provide. This is why management is so important. Safe objects should be available, and tempting unsafe items should be out of reach. Exploration will happen. The question is what the puppy gets to learn from it. The mouth is not mischief by default. It is a research instrument. A cardboard box can become a valuable learning laboratory. Simple objects can teach a puppy more than expensive equipment. A cardboard box offers texture, sound, shape, resistance, and possibility. The puppy can sniff it, step into it, push it, pour it, chew the edge, or listen to the hollow rustle it makes. Each interaction gives feedback. The box moves when touched, it changes when bitten, it hides treats, it creates a small boundary the puppy can enter and leave. This kind of safe enrichment builds confidence and problem solving. It also gives the young dog a place to experiment without pressure. There is no right answer, only discovery. For a puppy, learning often works best when curiosity leads the way. A box can become a tumble, a puzzle, a resting place, or a surprise container. The value is not in the object itself, it is in the experience it creates. Ordinary materials can open extraordinary lessons when the learner is young and eager. Tug games can teach puppies patience and gentle control. Tug can look like pure excitement, but when played well, it becomes a lesson in self-control. The puppy learns to grab the toy rather than hands release when asked and restart the game after cooperating. This rhythm is powerful because the reward is built into the activity. Letting go does not end the fun forever. It makes the fun return that it is a young dog. The control can be worthwhile. Tug also gives an outlet for natural pulling and gripping behavior in a safe form. The rules matter. The toys should be appropriate. The movement should suit the puppy's size, and the game should pause if teeth touch skin. Over time, the puppy begins to understand the boundaries. Excitement and manners can exist together. This is a wonderful lesson for later life. A dog that can play hard and still listen has learned something important. Tug is not wildness, it is cooperation with energy inside it. Fetch builds coordination before it becomes an impressive trick. Before fetch looks polished, it is a messy physical lesson. The puppy sees an object move, chases. It adjusts speed, grabs, it turns, and decides what to do next. Each stage requires coordination. The eyes track motion, the legs manage acceleration, the mouth learns how to pick up the object without stumbling. Returning it to a person is a separate skill that may take time. Many puppies chase naturally, but prefer to keep the prize that is not failure. It shows which part of the chain is already rewarding. Careful teaching can add the return by making the human part of the game valuable too. Short throws are best at first because the puppy's body is still developing. On soft ground with low pressure, fetch can help build timing and confidence. The impressive adult retrieve begins as a series of small discoveries. Movement, attention, grip, and trust slowly join into one graceful pattern. Puppies often prefer play that includes both movement and attention. A toy alone can be interesting, but a toy animated by a person can become irresistible. Puppies are social learners, and many games become exciting because someone is sharing the moment. A ball that rolls away, a rope that tugs back, or a toy that appears and disappears can hold attention far better than a still object on the floor. The puppy is not a meat-chasing movement. It is engaging with a partner. This helps explain why play can deepen bonding so effectively. The person becomes associated with fun, responsiveness, and discovery. The best games include pauses because pauses teach the puppy to reorient and check in. That small moment of eye contact or stillness can become the foundation of later training. Play is therefore not wasted time, it is relationship building in its most natural form. The puppy learns that people are not just providers, they are companions who make the world come alive. Licking can signal affection, curiosity, stress, or learned habit. A puppy's tongue can mean many things, and context decides the meaning. Licking a person's hand after greeting may be social and affectionate. Licking a new object may be investigation. Quick lip licking in a tense situation can signal unease. Repeated licking that always earns attention may become a habit because it works. This variety is why the behavior should not be reduced to one simple explanation. Dogs use their mouths and tongues as part of communication, exploration, and self-soothing. Puppies are still learning which actions change the world around them. If licking brings laughter, touch, or a person bending closer, the puppy may repeat it. If it appears during stress, the better response may be to reduce pressure. Careful observation turns a familiar behavior into useful information. The tongue is not only a sign of love, although it can be, that it is also a small messenger from the puppy's internal state. Rolling over may show trust rather than simple obedience. When a puppy turns onto its back, people often see a request for belly rubs. Sometimes that is true, yet the posture can carry different meanings. It may show comfort with a familiar person. It may invite play. It may also appear when the puppy feels unsure and wants to reduce tension. The body position exposes vulnerable areas, so it should be read carefully. A relaxed puppy may have loose muscles, a soft face, and a wiggly body. An anxious one may freeze, tuck the tail, or avoid eye contact. The same shape can tell different stories. This is why respectful handling matters. Not every rolled puppy wants touch. Some want space, some want reassurance, some are simply being playful. Understanding the difference helps humans respond with kindness and accuracy. The behavior reminds us that canine signals are layered. A puppy's body is speaking, but we must listen to the whole sentence. A puppy's belly is vulnerable, so exposure can mean confidence. The underside of the body protects vital organs less than the back does. When a relaxed puppy sprawls belly up, it is often showing that the surrounding environment feels safe enough for openness. That confidence can be especially touching because young animals are naturally careful about vulnerability. A puppy that naps on its back, stretches with paws in the air, or invites a trusted person close is revealing comfort in that moment. Still, confidence should not be mistaken for permission without question. Touch should be guided by the puppy's response. If the body stays loose and the puppy leans into contact, the interaction is welcome. If the puppy stiffens or turns away, respect matters. This kind of sensitivity strengthens trust. Vulnerability is never something to take for granted. In a small exposed belly, we can see a powerful measure of safety. The puppy is saying through posture that the world feels kind enough to relax in. Sleeping near others helps young puppies feel secure. For young puppy, sleep is safest when it happens close to warm bodies and familiar breathing in the litter. Resting together helps conserve heat and provides contact that signals safety. After moving into a human home, that need for nearness does not vanish overnight. The puppy has left the only sleeping arrangement it has ever known. A blanket crate or bed placed near trusted people can make the transition easier. The goal is not to create dependence forever. It is to help the nervous system settle while the puppy learns the new environment. Security at night can improve daytime confidence because rest supports emotional balance. A frightened, sleep-deprived puppy may struggle to learn. A well-settled one is better prepared to explore. Sleeping near others is therefore not merely a preference. It reflects a social animal's early survival system, one that finds safety through presence, warmth, and the reassuring rhythm of another living being. Warmth is vital because newborn puppies cannot regulate temperature well at birth. A puppy's body cannot maintain heat with adult efficiency. If the environment becomes too cold, the newborn can lose warmth quickly. This is dangerous because chilling affects feeding, digestion, movement, and survival. The mother's body and the gathered litter provide the first source of protection. Nest warmth allows the puppies to conserve energy for growth rather than spending it fighting the cold. Caregivers must be careful because overheating can also cause harm. The aim is steady comfort with space for the mother and puppies to adjust. This early dependence on external warmth reveals how unfinished newborn life really is. The puppy may be alive and complete in one sense, yet still reliant on the world around it to perform functions its body cannot manage alone. Warmth is not just coziness, it is a biological requirement. In those first days, heat is part of the invisible support system that lets life continue. Mother dogs stimulate newborn puppies to help them eliminate waste. In the earliest days, a newborn puppy cannot manage every basic body function alone. After nursing, the mother licks the puppy's lower belly and rear, which triggers urination and defecation. This may sound like a small detail, but it is essential care. Without that stimulation, waste can build up and create serious danger. The behavior also keeps the nest clean, which helps reduce odor and lower the risk of attracting predators in a wild setting. Domestic life has softened the surroundings, but the biology remains. The mother is not simply cleaning her puppies, she is helping their immature bodies perform a function they are not yet ready to control. This reveals how deeply motherhood is woven into puppy survival. Feeding is only one part of the job. Warmth, hygiene, stimulation, and protection all come together in a routine so ordinary that it can be easy to miss its importance. Life begins with help at every level. Puppies crawl toward warmth before they can walk properly. Before a puppy can stand, it can still move with purpose. The earliest crawling is slow and awkward, but it has a clear goal. Warmth helps the newborn survive, so the body is tuned to seek it. A puppy separated from the litter may wriggle toward the mother or toward the gathered heat of its siblings. This movement is not based on sight or planning in the way an older dog would use them. It is guided by basic sensory cues and urgent need. The little body presses forward because temperature matters as much as milk. In those first days, warmth supports digestion, energy, and stable growth. Crawling also begins the long process of strengthening muscles. Each tiny push is both survival and practice. The puppy's first journey may cover only a few inches, but it carries enormous meaning. Just the beginning of self-directed movement, driven by the simplest and most powerful signal in life. Their first steps are wobbly because muscles mature uneven. When a puppy begins to stand, the result is often a charming mix of determination and collapse. The legs spread, the head dips, and the body sways as if the floor is moving. This happens because different systems are developing at once, but not at the same speed. Muscles must gain strength, nerves must improve timing, the inner ear must help with balance. The puppy's brain must learn how to coordinate four limbs under a body that keeps changing. But first, standing is a victory. Then come a few uncertain steps. Soon the puppy can cross a small space with increasing confidence. The wobble is not failure, it is visible learning. Every slip gives the nervous system new information. Every successful step strengthens the pattern. Watching those early attempts is like watching movement being invented in real time. The adult dog's easy stride begins with this fragile, funny, brave beginning. By a few weeks old, puppies begin playful little pounces. There is a moment when a puppy stops only crawling through life and begins to spring toward it. The first pounces are often inaccurate. The target may be a sibling, a toy, a fold in a blanket, or nothing in particular. Yet the movement is important because it combines balance, timing, vision, and excitement. A pounce asks the puppy to gather itself, lift the front of the body, launch, and land. That is a surprisingly complex sequence for a young animal. It also hints at older canine behavior. Pouncing is useful in play, but it also resembles movements used by wild relatives when catching small prey. In puppyhood, the action is harmless practice. It teaches distance, body control, and social response. If the other puppy reacts, the game continues. If the landing goes wrong, the lesson changes. The little pounce is therefore more than cuteness. It is a young body rehearsing precision through joy. Early play bows invite fun while reducing social tension. The play bow is one of the clearest signals in dog communication. The front legs lower, the rear stays high, and the body seems to say that what follows is only a game. This matters because puppy play can include chasing, biting, growling, and wrestling. Without a signal, those actions could be misunderstood. The bow frames the moment. It tells the other dog that the roughness is friendly. In young puppies, the gesture may be clumsy at first, but it quickly becomes useful. It can start a game, restart one after a pause, or soften a moment that became too intense. The signal also teaches puppies that communication can prevent conflict. A body posture changes how another animal interprets the same movement. That is a remarkable social lesson. The play bow turns energy into agreement. It creates a safe space where puppies can test strength, speed, and confidence without turning practice into a fight. Puppies practice adult behaviors long before they need them. A young puppy may shake a toy, stalk a sibling, guard a chew, or dig at a blanket without any serious purpose. These actions can look random, but many are early versions of behaviors that once helped adult dogs and their ancestors survive. Play gives the puppy a low-risk way to test them. A toy becomes a pretend object to capture a blanket, becomes pretend ground to rearrange a sibling, becomes a partner in mock pursuit. None of this means the puppy is aggressive or difficult. It means the brain is exploring inherited patterns. Young animals often rehearse skills before they are necessary. The same principle appears across nature, from kittens pouncing to young foxes wrestling near the den. In puppies, these rehearsals are softened by domestication and shaped by human homes. Still, the old movements remain. Inside the nursery of play, the puppy samples pieces of adulthood long before real responsibility arrives. The puppy sneeze can appear during excited play. During lively games, the puppy may suddenly sneeze even though it is not sick. The sound can happen when the body is highly animated and the nose is stimulated by movement, dust contact, or quick breathing. Play often brings faces close to fur blankets, grass, and toys, so the nasal passages meet plenty of tiny irritants. Excitement can add to it because breathing becomes faster and less regular. The sneeze may interrupt the action for only a second before the puppy dives back in. This is usually harmless when it appears occasionally, and the puppy otherwise seems well. It becomes more important to notice if sneezing is frequent, forceful, or paired with discharge or discomfort in ordinary play. Though the little sneeze is part of the physical commotion of puppy life, it shows how fully the body joins the game. Nose, lungs, muscles, and emotions all get swept into the moment. Some playful sneezes may help keep games friendly. Not every sneeze in play is only about irritation. Some researchers and dog observers have suggested that sneeze-like sounds can also function as social signals during friendly interaction. In that setting, the sound may help communicate that the energy is playful rather than hostile. This makes sense when you think about how rough puppy games can look. There may be growls, open mouths, sudden lunges, and dramatic wrestling. A small sneeze or snort can break the intensity and help reset the mood. It may be part of the many signals dogs use to keep play from tipping into conflict. The meaning depends on the whole scene. A loose body, bouncy movement, and willing re-engagement suggest fun. A tense posture or avoidance tells a different story. The fascinating part is that puppies are learning this social balancing act early. The games are not simple chaos. They are conversations in motion, with tiny sounds helping hold the peace. Litter varies widely between breeds and individual mothers. Puppy litters can be surprisingly different in size. A small breed mother may have only 1 or 2 puppies, while a larger breed can sometimes have many more. Body size plays a role because a bigger mother generally has more physical capacity to carry and nurse a larger litter. Genetics, age, health, nutrition, and timing also matter. Even within the same breed, one mother may have a small litter while another has a large one. This variation affects early life in a tiny lizard. Each puppy may have more access to milk and attention. In a crowded litter, competition can be stronger and careful monitoring becomes important. The number of siblings also shapes the social environment. More litter mates can mean more opportunities for play contact and early negotiation. Fewer can mean a different pattern of learning. A litter is not only a count of puppies, it is the first social world each young dog enters. Basset puppies grow into dogs, famous for unusual yodeling sounds. The Basset is often called a barkless dog, but that name can be misleading. It is not silent. Instead of a typical repetitive bark, it can produce an unusual sound, often described as a yodel or chortle. This voice comes from the structure of the larynx and the way the breed vocalizes. As puppies mature, their sounds can develop into the expressive calls that make the breed famous. The result is startling the first time people hear it. It does not sound quite like the familiar voice of many household dogs. The passenger also carries an ancient reputation, with roots linked to Central Africa and a long history as a hunting companion. Its focal style is part of a broader identity shaped by alertness, independence, and agility. A young Basenji may begin life with ordinary puppy noises, but waiting inside that growing body is one of the most distinctive voices in the dog world. Border Collie puppies may show intense focus unusually early. Some Border Collie puppies seem to notice motion with almost electric concentration. A moving ball, a running child, or another animal crossing the yard can draw their attention in a way that feels far beyond ordinary curiosity. This reflects a breed history shaped by herding work. Generations of selection favored dogs that could watch livestock, respond to subtle cues, and control movement without rushing blindly. In puppies, the full skill is not yet developed, but hints can appear early. The stare, the crouch, the sudden stillness, and the quick response to motion may all show the beginnings of that working mind. This intensity can be impressive, but it needs thoughtful guidance. A clever puppy with strong focus still needs rest, patience, and age-appropriate outlets. Without direction, the same sensitivity can turn toward unsuitable targets. With care, it becomes extraordinary partnership. The young mind is not merely energetic, it is built to notice patterns and act on them. Retriever puppies often carry objects because selection favored soft mouths. A retriever puppy may pick up socks, toys, leaves, or almost anything it can manage, then parade around as if it has found treasure. This habit connects to the work these breeds were shaped to do. Retrievers helped hunters by bringing back game without crushing it, that required interest in carrying and a mouth gently enough to hold rather than destroy. In puppies, this heritage can appear as a strong attraction to objects. The young dog may not understand retrieving as a task, but the urge to hold and transport things is already present. This can be charming, and it can also become training. Gold puppy that loves carrying can learn to exchange objects, bring toys, and use its mouth in controlled ways. The key is to reward cooperation rather than chase the puppy in panic. What looks like mischief may be a working instinct seeking a job softened into play by domestic life. Terrier puppies may dig because their ancestry rewarded persistence underground. A terrier puppy attacking a flower bed is not always being naughty in the simple sense. Many terrier breeds were developed to pursue small animals in burrows or rough ground. That work favored determination, quick reactions, courage, and a willingness to dig or push into tight spaces. In a modern garden, those old traits can reappear in miniature. The puppy finds loose soil, smells something interesting, and begins to excavate with startling commitment. The behavior is self-rewarding because every scrape changes the world. Earth moves, smells rise, and the puppy feels progress. Stopping it through. Scolding alone rarely teaches much. A better path is management and an approved digging place such as a sandpit with hidden toys. It disrespects the instinct while protecting the home. Terrier digging is a reminder that breeds carry histories in their bodies. A small muddy puppy may be reenacting generations of underground work with complete seriousness. Herding breed puppies can show stalking movements during innocent play. Some puppies flatten their bodies, lower their heads, and move with slow concentration before suddenly darting forward. In herding breeds, this behavior can echo the controlled stalking used to influence livestock. The movement is not the same as predation in its full form. Herd in work reshaped parts of the predatory sequence, so dogs could gather and guide animals without completing the chase in a harmful way. In puppy play, those pieces may appear as crouching eye contact, circling, and sudden stops. The young dog may practice them on toys, siblings, people, or other pets. This can be fascinating to watch, but it also needs direction. Herding instincts without guidance can become chasing ankles, bikes, or children. With thoughtful outlets, the puppy's natural style can become useful and beautiful. The early stalking movement is a glimpse of specialized behavior before training has polished it. It shows how deeply work can be written into play. Sighthound puppies are built for speed before they look graceful. A young sighthound may seem all legs, angles, awkward acceleration. Breeds in this group were shaped to spot movement and chase across open ground, relying on vision and speed. Even as puppies, their bodies often hint at that future. Long limbs, deep chests, narrow waists, and flexible spines create the architecture for fast running. But first, however, the parts do not always cooperate smoothly. A puppy may sprint with sudden bursts, then trip, slide, or overshoot its target. Grace arrives later when strength and coordination catch up its structure. This can make sighthound puppyhood especially striking. The design for speed is visible before the skill is complete. Care is important because fast young dogs can push themselves hard in play. Safe spaces and sensible limits allow their athletic bodies to develop without unnecessary risk. In every clumsy dash, you can see the outline of an adult built to run like wind made. Physical sandhound puppies may follow smells with remarkable determination. A scent hound puppy can seem to disappear into a smell. The head drops, the ears swing low, and the rest of the world becomes less important. This determination comes from a long working history. Scent hounds were bred to follow odor trails across distance, often while thinking independently from humans. Their noses are not only sensitive, their minds are drawn toward the task of tracking. In a young puppy, this can show up during ordinary walks. A single patch of ground may become more fascinating than a toy, a voice, or the direction the person wants to go. This is not defiance in the human sense. It is a powerful motivation, doing what it was designed to do. Training a sandhound often works best when that ability is respected. Games that use the nose can turn focus into cooperation. The puppy's persistence is a gift when given a safe path to follow. Water dog puppies often inherit coats shaped for wet work. Some puppies are born into breeds whose coats were shaped by life around water. Curly, wavy, dense, or oily hair can help protect the skin, reduce chilling, and shed moisture during work in wet conditions. These coats appear in breeds developed for retrieving fishing assistance or other water-related tasks. In puppyhood, the full adult coat may not yet be present, but its beginnings are visible. The texture, thickness, and curl can hint at the job the ancestors once performed. Such coats need care because their very usefulness can also create grooming demands. Hair that insulates well may mat if neglected. A puppy must therefore learn early that brushing and handling are normal parts of life. The coat is more than appearance. It is equipment inherited from work. Each curl or wave belongs to a history of cold water human partnership and practical design carried forward into a young dog. Soft body Arctic breed puppies carry adaptations for cold from their ancestors. A fluffy northern puppy is not just wearing a beautiful coat, it may carry generations of adaptation to harsh climates. Breeds shaped in cold regions often have dense undercoats, protective outer hairs, compact ears, strong paws and tails that can help cover the face during rest. These features helped ancestors conserve heat while traveling or sleeping in freezing conditions. In a modern home, the same traits can make the puppy look irresistibly plush, but they also have practical consequences. Heat tolerance may be lower, seasonal shedding can be intense, exercise may need careful planning in warm weather. The puppy is built with an inheritance from snow, wind, and on human partnerships in northern landscapes. Even while playing on the living room floor, its body tells a story of survival in cold that ancient design deserves respect. The soft coat is not merely decoration, it is a record of climate work and endurance. Ancient puppies were buried with humans thousands of years ago, long before modern colors dog parks and family photo albums. Some young dogs were placed in human burial sites. This fact is deeply moving because burial is not an ordinary disposal of remains. It suggests attention, meaning, and perhaps affection. In several archaeological contexts, dogs appear close to people in ways that hinted companionship as well as utility. A puppy buried with care tells us that the relationship between humans and dogs reached into emotional life very early. These animals were not only useful guards or hunting partners, they could be treated as members of a shared social world. The young age makes the discovery even more striking. A puppy may not have lived long enough to work, yet it could still matter. In that act of burial, we glimpse a human response that feels familiar across time. The bond we feel today may have roots that reach far into prehistory. Archaeologists have found puppy remains suggesting early human affection. One famous ancient dog burial has drawn attention because the young animal appears to have survived serious illness for weeks before death. That survival would likely have required care from people. A sick puppy in prehistoric life could not have contributed much practical work. Feeding it, keeping it warm, and protecting it would have taken effort. This makes the find powerful. It suggests that early humans may have cared for dogs not only because they were useful, but because they were attached to them. Evidence like this can never let us hear the voices of the people involved, but the bones preserve a quiet clue. Compassion can leave traces in the archaeological record. A small body, carefully buried, becomes a message across thousands of years, tells us that the human-dog relationship may have included tenderness very early. The story of puppies is therefore not only biology, it is also one of the oldest emotional partnerships we know. Puppy domestication connects modern homes to ancient campfires. Every puppy sleeping in a kitchen or chasing a toy through a hallway belongs to a story that began in deep prehistory. The first steps toward domestication likely happened when certain wolves lived near human groups and gradually became less fearful. Camps offered scraps, warmth, and opportunity. Humans gained alert companions and eventually hunting partners. Over generations, the animals most comfortable around people changed in body and behavior. Their descendants became dogs. A modern puppy carries that history into ordinary domestic life. Its interest in people, its ability to bond, and its readiness to learn from human routines all connect back to those early relationships. The setting has changed completely. Fires became homes, camps became towns, wild scavengers became family companions. Yet the ancient threat remains. When a puppy curls near human feet, it is participating in a partnership older than agriculture, older than cities, and older than written language. Selective breeding created extraordinary puppy diversity in shape and behavior. Few species show the visible range found in domestic dogs. Puppies can be tiny or huge, curly-coated or smooth-coated, calm, or intensely driven, depending on the ancestry behind them. This diversity grew because humans selected dogs for different jobs, environments, and preferences. Some were shaped to herd, others were shaped to retrieve, guard, pull, track, or simply live closely with people. Over generations, those choices changed bodies and minds. The result is astonishing. A newborn from one breed may grow into a swift runner, while another becomes a powerful guardian or a delicate companion. Puppy differences are not just surface decoration. They are developmental paths created by selection. Each litter begins with genetic instructions tuned by history. This is why breed knowledge can help owners understand likely needs, though every individual still matters. Domestic dogs show how strongly human choices can sculpt nature, producing a living spectrum within a single familiar animal. All puppies belong to one species, despite their dramatic differences. A tiny toy breed puppy and the towering giant breed puppy may look as if they belong to different worlds, yet biologically, they are members of the same species. This is one of the most astonishing facts about dogs. The shapes can differ more visibly than those of many separate wild species, but they remain closely connected. Reason lies in recent shared ancestry and human-guided selection. People amplified certain traits, quickly choosing size, coat, body shape, and behavior across generations. The result is extreme variety without the deep separation that usually marks different species. This creates both wonder and responsibility. The same species can contain delicate skulls, massive frames, short legs, long faces, curled coats, and sleek bodies built for speed. Puppyhood makes this diversity especially clear. Each young dog begins as a small version of a different human-shaped possibility. Beneath the variety, though all dogs share a common biological identity. A Mastiff puppy and a Pomeranian puppy share close ancestry. It is almost hard to believe that a future Mastiff and a future Pomeranian are close relatives. One may grow into a massive, heavy-boned guardian, while the other remains small enough to carry with ease. Yet their separation is not ancient and evolutionary terms. Both are domestic dogs, shaped into very different forms through selective breeding. The contrast reveals the incredible flexibility of canine genetics. Changes in growth, regulation, bone proportions, coats, and behavior can produce dramatic differences over relatively short periods. As puppies, the disparity may already be visible, but the shared foundation remains. They nurse in similar ways, learn through play, use scent intensely, and bond with humans through the same broad social machinery. The difference is scale and specialization, not a completely separate origin. This shared ancestry gives domestic dogs their strange magic within one species. Human choice and natural variation created forms that can seem impossibly far apart, yet remain family. Puppy DNA carries instructions shaped by thousands of human choices. Inside every puppy is a set of genetic instructions inherited from countless generations. Some of those instructions were shaped by survival, but many were influenced by human preference. People chose dogs that could perform certain tasks, tolerate certain climates, or fit certain roles in daily life. Those choices left marks in DNA. Genes affecting size, coat type, ear shape, sensing ability, social ability, and energy levels all became part of breed histories. A puppy does not know any of this. It simply grows according to the information it carries. Yet the body that unfolds is a record of decisions made long before it was born. A curled tail, a dense coat, a strong retrieving interest, or a watchful temperament may all reflect generations of selection. This makes each puppy a living archive. The genome is not an abstract code hidden in the body. It is history becoming visible through growth, movement, and behavior. Mixed breed puppies can inherit unexpected traits from both parents. A mixed breed puppy can be wonderfully difficult to predict. Traits do not blend as neatly as paint. One parent may contribute coat texture, while another influences size, ear shape, or behavior. Some genes are dominant, some are recessive, some interact in ways that only become clear as the puppy grows. This is why a young mixed breed dog may change dramatically over time. The paws, face, coat, and personality can reveal clues gradually, but certainty may remain. Elusive behavior can be just as surprising. A puppy might inherit a love of carrying objects, a strong nose, a quick herding style, or a relaxed companion temperament. Often the result is a unique combination that does not match any single breed description. This unpredictability is part of the fascination. A mixed breed puppy is not a lesser version of something defined. It is its own genetic story, with ancestry expressing itself in unexpected and sometimes delightful ways. A puppy's gut microbes begin forming a living inner ecosystem. A puppy is not alone inside its own body. In the digestive tract, communities of bacteria and other microbes begin to establish themselves early in life. These tiny organisms help process food, interact with the immune system, and influence gut health. The first microbes may come from the mother, the environment, milk, food, and everything the puppy explores with its mouth. As diet changes, the microbial community changes too. This inner ecosystem is dynamic, especially during growth. It is one reason sudden food changes can upset a puppy's digestion. The gut is not just a tube for meals. It is a living habitat where microscopic partners help the body function. Scientists are still learning how deeply these communities affect development resilience and long-term health. The idea is remarkable. While a puppy learns the outside world through play and scent, another world is forming within, populated by life too small to see, but important enough to matter. Nutrition during puppyhood can influence lifelong health and development. Food in early life is more than fill a belly. It supplies the building materials for bone, muscle, organs, blood, skin, and brain development. The balance must fit the puppy's age, size, and growth pattern. Too little nutrition can slow development, too much can create problems, especially in large breeds where excessive growth can strain the skeleton. Protein, fat, minerals, vitamins, and energy all need to arrive in appropriate amounts. This is why puppy diets are not simply smaller portions of adult food. They are designed for construction. Each meal contributes to the body being built that day. Nutrition also shapes digestion, immune readiness, and the ability to recover from ordinary stress. The effects may echo long after puppyhood ends. A healthy adult dog begins partly with choices made during those early months. Feeding a puppy is therefore not just routine care. It is participation in growth, with every bowl helping write the future body. Vaccines protect puppies while their own immune systems mature. The young puppy faces a tricky transition. Early protection from the mother fades over time while the puppy's own immune defenses are still developing. Vaccines help bridge that vulnerable period by training the immune system to recognize dangerous diseases before real exposure occurs. This preparation can be life-saving. Illnesses such as parvovirus and distemper can be severe, especially in young dogs. The timing of vaccines matters because maternal antibodies can interfere at first, then decline. That is why puppies usually receive a series rather than a single early shot. Each dose helps increase the chance that the immune system responds strongly at the right moment until protection is reliable. Careful management of exposure is important. This does not mean isolation from all learning. It means choosing safer environments and following veterinary guidance. Vaccination is one of the clearest examples of modern science protecting puppyhood. It gives a growing body a rehearsal before danger arrives. The science of puppies reveals how tenderness and evolution meet. A puppy can make people smile in an instant, but the reason goes far deeper than cuteness. In that small animal biology, history, behavior, and human emotion come together. The soft body is growing through ancient developmental steps. The playful mind is rehearsing skills inherited from canine ancestors. The face draws care from human brains shaped to protect the young. The bond that forms between species is supported by chemistry learning and thousands of years of shared life. This is what makes puppies so endlessly fascinating. They are not simple symbols of sweetness. They are living crossroads where survival meets affection. Every wobble, daze, nap, and game carries a piece of a much larger story. Science does not make them less wonderful. It makes them more so. When we understand the forces behind their charm, tenderness becomes richer. Puppy is not only something to love, it is evolution made small enough to hold. And so we come to the end of our little journey through the science of puppies. We have seen how a helpless newborn begins life guided by warmth, scent, and touch. We have followed the first opening of the senses, the first uncertain steps, and the first playful signals that turn movement into meaning. We have watched tiny bodies grow into themselves, with paws too large, ears still changing, and minds learning the rules of trust. We've also seen that puppies are not only cute, they are living stories of evolution inside. Every playful pounce is an echo of older instincts inside. Every gaze is a bond shaped by thousands of years beside humans. Their noses read hidden worlds, their sleep helps build young brains, their games teach patience, confidence, and care. And perhaps that is why puppies feel so special to us. They remind us that learning can be soft growth, can be clumsy trust, can begin in the smallest moments. So now let the thoughts of wagging tails and sleepy paws begin to fade. Let the room around you become still, let your shoulders soften, and allow your breathing to find its own easy rhythm. There is nothing more you need to hold on to tonight. The facts can drift away now one by one, like small footprints disappearing into soft grass. If you enjoyed this gentle journey, you are always welcome to like, subscribe, or leave a thought below. It helps others find their way here too. And if you happen to still be awake, another calm video should be waiting for you on the screen. But for now, let your eyes grow heavy. Let your body rest. Let the day loosen its grip. Sleep well and good night, you.